Hello everyone, this is Riku Keyblade Master, and really quickly, I've been trying to work this theory out for a long time. But thanks to a playlist of songs that I have on Spotify, there was a song that I remember listening to by none other than Aurelio Voltaire, where it says, "Heed the sign that says, beware the beast of Pirates Bay." Well, anyway, so he talks about Captain Hook. You heard of him, he came to Pirates Bay. Seems his little nemesis had nearly got away. He reached into the water to grab at Peter Pan. And now that scurvy captain's got hooks on both his hands. Well, what if the truth actually is that the concept of Neverland was technically essentially created by Peter Pan after Captain Hook was the one who had killed him. And the reason that Captain Hook is so obsessed with catching him was because there are some people that are doomed to do the same thing day in and day out. And as a consequence for killing Peter, he doomed Hook to have to chase him and get outsmarted by him. And not only to get his other hand stolen, because it's basically like, that's what you get for killing me, you jerk. And so essentially what I'm saying is, everyone thinks that Peter's the criminal. However, or so the creepy one. However, what if you think about it this way? Captain Hook really is the one who's the criminal, because he was doomed to... He turned to a life of treasure stealing and crime. So when he died, Peter gave him exactly what he wanted by giving him the ability to go back to a life of treasure stealing and crime. And basically, what if Tinkerbell actually was the reason that Peter could fly in the first place? See, what if they met when Peter was younger, and basically this was before he was killed by Hook, and the real reason that Peter and Hook are even in that rivalry in the first place is because of Tinkerbell herself. What if she actually was spirit of someone who Peter had met before he passed away, or so before Hook killed him. And so Hook was pretty peeved off about it. The fact that Peter was able to make a friend, dooming, jealous of the fact that Peter was actually a nice kid, able to make friends, and so he essentially killed him because he was basically trying to be a vigilante and realized, look, Hook, I don't think you're doing the right thing. And Tinkerbell was somebody else, but she was caught in the crossfire. So after Peter passed away, Tinkerbell only came back in spirit form, and that's the reason she doesn't talk. She only communicates to Peter through language, by body, and other forms of sign language. And because what if she was born without a voice? Or any form of hearing. So what if Tinkerbell was a girl that Peter had saved and Hook was trying to target because she was in his way, so to speak, and a casualty, if you will, that he didn't really give a damn about, leaving casualties as long as he got what he wanted. So, as revenge, what if he was actually eaten fully by the crocodile, but when Peter brought him back to Neverland, he only gave him a hook for a hand and not allowing him to have his full 2 hands back. He's lucky to have gotten that. But as a result, Hook was doomed to doing wrong because he hasn't learned his lesson. And the reason why, and that in turn is the reason why Peter keeps beating him until he learns his lesson. But sadly, Hook never learns his lesson, so those who fail their history are doomed to repeat it. As for the Lost Boys, what if they were rowing on a boat when they were alive, and a storm struck the boat, split it in half, overturned it, then the boys drowned. And that's why the boys are there. Peter tried to save those guys as well. That's my theory, basically. I know there's a lot to really work out on it, but it took me a little while to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Riku Keyblade Master. Comment, rate, subscribe to become a Keyblade wielder, and stay awesome as usual.